Ever get that feeling, when you're looking at your Acumatica reports and things just aren't adding up? The numbers are off, and you just can't figure out why. Well, that's exactly what happened to one of our clients. They were trying to wrap up their financial year. But their balance sheet and their profit and loss statement, they were telling two completely different stories. Talk about a major headache, especially with an audit right around the corner. Thankfully, they had Aishwarya on their side. She's a financial consultant with over 10 years of experience with ERP systems, and she's pretty much seen it all, from the most confusing reports to those weird business events that can just throw everything off. So what exactly was the problem they were facing? Well, their net income figures were completely out of whack.
Aishwarya, she took a very methodical approach, like a detective would, examining all the evidence. She started by comparing, all the transactions that were listed under that net income account, looking at both the balance sheet and the P&L statement, and that helped her narrow it down to a single transaction in June, just one transaction that was messing up the whole balance.
It's amazing how one little thing can have such a huge impact, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And in this case, that one little thing, it was a new account class that the client had added. They called it XBOT. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But here's the thing. They totally forgot to update a really critical part of their Acumatica system, their ARM reports.
Okay. Now, for those of us who maybe aren't Acumatica experts, can you break down what ARM reports are exactly?
Sure. So think of ARM reports like the instruction manual for your financial statements. They basically tell Acumatica how to grab the data
Right.
and organize it into those reports that, we all rely on. So when the client added that XOR account class, it was kind of like adding a brand new street to a city map, but forgetting to tell your GPS about it.
I see what you're getting at. So the system basically had no idea how to handle this new information. And that's why the reports were all messed up.
Exactly. The system didn't know where to put the data from that new XOR account class.
So it just kind of got lost.
Pretty much, yeah.
So how did Aishwarya fix this? Did she have to completely overhaul the entire system?
No, not at all. The solution was actually pretty simple. She just updated those ARM reports to include that missing XOR class. Once the system knew how to deal with that new information, everything just fell right into place.
Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best ones, right? But I guess it also just highlights how important it is to really understand all the moving parts in Acumatica, especially when you're making changes to your chart of accounts.
Absolutely. Even what seem like small tweaks can end up having these ripple effects throughout the whole system. That's why it's crucial to be proactive and, test everything thoroughly.
And luckily, Acumatica has some pretty useful built-in tools for that, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Features like that test report function, they let you see exactly how any changes you make will affect your reports before you actually go live with them. It's kind of like having a safety net for your financial data.
That's a great way to put it. So for everyone listening, remember whenever you're messing with your Acumatica setup, especially your chart of accounts, always run those test reports. It could save you a lot of trouble down the line. And speaking of trouble, if you're ever feeling a little overwhelmed with Acumatica, you're definitely not alone. These systems can be really complex, and sometimes even the smallest mistakes can have huge consequences.
That's exactly when having a partner like Tiana Solutions can be so valuable.
Oh, for sure. They're like Acumatica wizards. They can help you figure out all those tricky situations, like setting up your chart of accounts properly or making sure those ARM reports are all up to date.
They can also create, customized training and support so you can really feel confident managing your own system.
It's like having your own personal financial detective, ready to solve any Acumatica mystery that comes up. So if you're looking for some help with your Acumatica system, give Tiana Solutions a call. Their number is 678-910-2774. They'd be happy to help you get everything sorted out.
Don't forget, when it comes to your financial data, knowledge is power. Never hesitate to reach out for help if you need it.
Great advice. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Hopefully you'll learn something new today about how even the tiniest details in Acumatica can make a big difference.
Yeah.
Until next time.